bananas?
Nah, bro, hold on. Let me put this fucking bananas up too, because I always be waiting for that shit way too.
So is this episode 11 or 12? I'm confused.
It's technically 13.
Yeah, he just say 13.
It's not 13?
No, it is 13.
He said 13.
Yo.
This says 13 here, so that's how I know it's 13. But we're going to have 2 episode 10s. The first one just came out on Tuesday for everybody to listen to.
Word.
And we're filming 13. So 3 ahead always.
Bet. Yo.
Right? Now I'm confused. Hold up. We'll find out. Who cares?
What's good, Junglations? You already know what time it is. Y'all still ain't come up with your name, so we're going to call you that shit for until y'all do that.
The Juicers.
The Juicers, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
A-Rods.
We don't get into that later. But you know what I'm saying? We're here. It's Jungle Juice, baby, episode 13. I'm here with the Vanilla Killer.
Yeah.
The cloud blowing.
I forgot.
Yes, sir. The energy drink sponsor himself, the face of Monster and
Yo,
Red Bull.
keep calling it Monster, bro. I don't have a single Monster product in here. Red Bull sponsor me.
Never drank a fucking Monster.
Nah, I did, and they made me sick. Fuck Monster. Yo, Red Bull, what up?
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I got the whole rack right there.
Yes, man. The cacti.
I gotta put this up. So I'll put it right here.
On deck
You don't move
always.
this, right? You don't
Nah, that stays
Okay, cool.
the whole time.
Let's do this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the one and only.
Son of Tony.
J fucking R, the Supreme.
Just it's always the same shit, but it's like something a little bit different. Like you always had like a twist to it.
Always, bro, because it's
Shit's
off
lit.
the top. So
and now
let
the
me know.
more Monster shit that jumps into it, the more I don't like these fucking intros.
Motherfucker hates it.
And we got Siete. I'm not gonna fucking do all that shit because we have.
Do not
fucking-
introduce the guest. I'm gonna introduce the guest.
All right. God
Because we
damn.
finally have a guest, man. We done went a whole season without a guest.
The whole season. Y'all still
saying?
haven't seen the guest yet.
Y'all missing the stupid ass truth and dares that we be doing, I bet, man, because that's just some whole other shit. Probably missing the hot ones, the hot beans. What, the ass
Hot
beans?
beans, ass beans.
All the crazy shit we be doing.
Does our guest know about the ass beans?
I don't know, but he's about to
Ass
learn today.
beans?
Ass beans.
Yeah.
Like the Paul Masson? The Paul
Worse.
Masson.
Yeah,
worse.
bro.
It's worse than
Paul
Paul's
ass.
ass.
Heard you.
I'd rather have Paul ass than some of these ass beans.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen. We got a very special guest today, man. Somebody, honestly, I wanted to have way later on because he's just that special. But
Appreciate
I was
he's
thinking
one
the
that,
same thing.
you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We're here today. You know what I'm saying? With the black hitman himself.
This thing's crazy.
With the workaholic CEO. The Bristol Knight.
The Black Hitman.
The local rapper.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? What else? I got you lined up, bro.
Oh, hold
I got
up. You came with
lined up.
writtens?
I came with writtens this time.
This ain't off the top.
The master debater.
That's why he wanted it.
The Bristol Knight. I already said that, but we just have to emphasize it.
Yeah.
Yo, the Young Panther, the motherfucking Prince Trust in the house. What's good, Trey
Yo,
Tuck?
This thing is stupid. I appreciate the intro, man. Thank
I
you.
got to,
Thank
man.
you.
I had to get you right, bro.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all for having me out here, man.
For sure, bro. We definitely
on,
wanted
bro.
to have you on here.
Yo, and even honestly, even in the beginning, I would love always to be in the beginning into when it grows and it becomes fucking amazing like it already is. And
Yeah, word.
more people, the sponsors, you get the monster sponsor that you want.
Red Bull, bro. Red Bull. Fuck the Monster sponsor.
Hell yeah, the monster
That's the thing now, the
That's
Monster
the one.
sponsor.
The monster sponsor, you know what I'm saying?
That's the next
I'll be around
episode.
for that too. So I'm with all this shit. I appreciate y'all for having me though, for real.
You already know.
Sure, bro, you know.
You already know, bro.
Yeah.
People about to find out why this is a special occasion today. You know what I'm saying? But today we got the motherfucking Siempre. No idea, never had this before.
Yeah, me either.
It's got a whole serial number on that shit. But
Serial
this shit
number?
looks bussin'.
I tried to figure out who made it, but it didn't tell me. Came straight from Mexico though.
Straight from Mexico.
Mexico.
Shout out to all our Mexican
Hecho en
viewers.
Mexico. Yes, Lord.
We're actually
You said shout out to the viewers?
I said shout out to all our Mexican viewers.
Oh, just them, though.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest.
Yeah, bro. Open up the borders. Pouring it out. Pouring one. What?
That's a great political view.
That's definitely my only political stance. Just open this shit up.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear
Watch
that.
how this country will flourish. But yeah, man.
Cheers.
You already know, bro. We about to get our sip on. We got the pineapple to complement the
Damn.
tequila.
Obviously, I got the Red Bull. Fuck
strong.
Kind
my.
of strong, yeah.
Word.
I didn't put a lot of pineapple juice in there, so.
Word. All right. Well,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I should just leave this. I should just leave this out here. You know what I'm saying?
That should be hard.
How you been, man? What you got going on, bro?
I've been good, man. I've been just chilling and not really chilling, but trying to
never
figure out
fucking
how
chilling,
to trying to figure out how to get everything moving, man. It's we've been on a mission, all of us, realistically. So, just doing shows. I haven't started making music.
Word.
I've been trying to adjust to this new position that we kind of have, where we're all kind of doing everything.
The team.
Yeah, the team
Yeah,
aspect
yeah.
of everything, where we're all tying together to put things together. So I've been good, but it's been busy. So as you guys know, yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit's
bro.
crazy. Like you said, like you haven't been making music.
Nah.
Has anybody really been?
No.
I don't know, like nobody's
No.
really on the music
True.
shit lately. Like
No.
we've been doing a lot of other different shit.
It's business, I think, but it's cool because it's
Siempre.
y'all be at the motherfucking
Damn.
meeting, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we fucking make music. Like, you can all do that shit in our sleep. It's,
Yeah.
it's bigger than that. So even doing something, you guys are putting together the podcast, and I'm sure when certain companies reach out to you, that's gonna be more that you have to handle than the actual content of the podcast. So it's like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's like, once you've been doing something for as long as we've been doing it, we got to get the business right now. So I've been doing freestyles with my own shit. Haven't really tried.
Yeah, I saw you put one out today. I didn't get a chance to check it out though. But what beat was that one on?
The Punch in the Clock, the J. Cole
All right,
shit.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I gotta check that one out. I know I seen the first one you did on
Yeah.
that. It was on a
The Champagne Poetry.
Drake beat. Yeah, yeah. That one was dope.
But thank you. I just do that shit because I have to do it. Like, sometimes if you don't write for a while, you just start to feel like you suck. Like, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I really, like, I just did that. Like, okay, let me just make sure my insecurities ain't
Still
really
got
like
it.
eating at me. Yeah, like, I can still rap, but
But you know what's crazy, bro? Every time, for me personally, I don't know if it's like that for both of y'all. I take a long ass time between my writing. I work in short bursts, of crazy energy.
Yes.
That's a fact.
So, but when I do every time, I'm like, yo, same feeling that you had. Like,
Right.
yo, I probably suck now. Like, I probably lost the shit. Come back and I evolve. Like, I'm better. Like, my pen is sharper for some reason.
Every time,
It has
it's like
to
it
be.
comes easier to you too, like that type of
Right.
shit. Because I switched over to like I'm not writing anymore. Like I'm just voice memoing shit, and
Right.
then I'll just like put it together afterwards. But like the shit is just coming a lot faster and cleaner. Like it all feels better and shit. Like that break was actually, I feel like, necessary
Right.
at that point.
But in the time of the break, you don't know because, I mean, you're not doing anything for what you think, but you're actively creating in your head. Like, if you're a creator, you're always creating. Whether you're actually putting it out or you're just thinking about an idea or you heard some music, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? You're always analyzing shit. So, yeah, we might not write. Like you said, I do short bursts too. Like, if I'm here, I'm ready to go, like, let's do it. And then after that, I'm like, all right, I don't want to do shit. I don't even want to hear music. I'll just listen to the radio and listen to sports radio, like,
Right.
or NPR or something. But in that time of even doing that, you're building content for what you're going to talk about, because everything is inspiration as an artist. So,
That's fact.
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It comes and it goes, but
Yeah, bro.
when it does, it hits. And you, as a motherfucking testament of that shit, like, we'll be down there, even when it was time. Well, you're still working on your projects, but when it was the short period of time, it was every single day for 4 hours of just working on different music. So I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah.
But it works. So
I think that's kind of how we did our project too.
Yeah.
The way that,
burst.
because we didn't really. How long do you think that took?
Probably a month in total. It was spaced out because we did like 2 songs, and then we took a break. I don't remember why. And then when we came back, we finished the shit. Like, it was like every day a song or 2.
And then finished off with videos and shit. But that was like one like space where we like started just he was here every day at the 6 a.m. type shit.
Yeah,
and we would just be fucking
facts.
working
That's a
on
grind
shit.
right there.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
But they say when inspiration hits you, like you can't go away. You can't leave it. Like you can't try to do some. All right, well I feel like writing today, but I gotta go. Like it's like I'm gonna do it now because if I don't, you're gonna miss out on whatever you were supposed to create in that time. So especially when you're working with somebody else and you guys fuck with each other, so it's easy to bounce ideas off of somebody that you fuck with, and then you could come up with what you come up with. But if you don't take that time to do it, or you do something else within that time, then you might not you might lose the inspiration or even the words that you were gonna use. You know what I'm saying?
That's so interesting you say that, because there've been so many times where I'll write a song, listen back, and I'm really proud of the song, and I'm like, bro, I wonder if I didn't write that song right then and there in that space and time, if this song would ever exist. Like same beat,
probably wouldn't have.
feel me? But like same person.
Too many things had to line up.
Yep.
Like you finding that beat, or you making that beat, or finding that sound at that
Facts.
time. Like if you're making the beat and shit like that.
We're vessels. We're vessels. So like when it's time to create, you better create. Or if you don't, you know what I'm saying? You might even go further in a rut just because you feel like, you know, I missed an opportunity. Like sometimes they talk about opportunities as somebody coming to you and giving you, hey, would you like to? But sometimes most opportunities are like your intuition telling you like, hey, you should do this now, because if you don't, then you're going to fall deeper into whatever you're in. You know what I'm saying? So I write in the car. Like I'll be driving to work in the morning, 6 o'clock. If I feel something, I'll be like, oh shit. Driving, got my phone,
That's
typing.
wild.
It is. It's not safe.
Wow.
But it is what it is. And if I don't take that time, I lose it. And even if it's just an idea, like I told you, I was thinking about the podcast, and I was in the shower. And when I got out the shower, I had to write it in my phone, because if I didn't, I would have been doing everything else, and then the idea that I had would have never went through. It would have been trash. You know, so I try to obey the laws. You know what I'm saying? So.
That same type of shit is why I'm doing like the voice memo things, because a lot of the time when something comes to me, I'll be driving, especially if I'm like playing beats in the car. So like I ended up switching it to now like I gotta go onto my watch, hit the fucking voice memo shit, record
Some James Bond shit right there.
Yeah, straight up, like I really feel like it, because then I can play it through my car afterward. It's wild. It's wild.
That's fucking fire.
But
that's hard.
I like doing it that way because like it instills it into your memory harder. Like so, like when it comes time to spit the shit, you have it memorized already, and you don't lose that cadence that you originally hit it with. You ever write something and like you're like, damn, how the fuck did I say that? Why doesn't this fit? I gotta change the words again.
Yes.
There's not too many things that piss me off more, bro. And I be doing that shit like I'll just spit it or I'll get a flow. Bro, I won't say it for like 5 seconds, and when I try to say it again, it's gone.
It don't sound right.
I'm like,
Same beat,
wait,
same
wait,
nothing changed,
Right.
but you just don't fucking remember. Like,
but that's that moment. Like in that
That shit make
moment,
me hot,
which
bro.
is why I think sometimes in those moments you're supposed to just like you said, you say it. You're supposed to, even if you're writing it, you're supposed to say it in this moment so it's instilled in your brain. I write like that, so it takes me like mad long to write. That's why like if we're ever in a collective writing space, I have to go somewhere else, because if I'm writing to 16 and I'm on bar 12, I will start the beat over to find bar 13, and then okay, I found 13. Let me run it back. Let me run it back. Like
It'd be like that.
Yeah, because if you don't, then I'm gonna lose the whole flow. Because then there's times where I go back and I'll be like, why do I have so many words here? But I hit it before. Like it's tricky.
and
It's
you remember
hate
it
that
sounding
shit.
good too. You're like, no, the way that shit was
Right,
perfect. Like,
right.
what the fuck did I do?
Right.
I can't
Absolutely.
stand that shit, bro.
That's a creator's nightmare.
100%, 100%.
This shit's all right, man. I'm not gonna hold you. After I got past a little tough taste, it ain't bad.
I'm fucking with it mixed with this. I mean, I didn't put too much, but it's,
What kind of Red Bull is that?
It's the kiwi
It's
apple
the monster
one.
joint.
The kiwi.
Yeah, the green one. Fuck you.
Kiwi apple. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks tasty.
Yo, man, so real talk, you've been going fucking hard for a long time.
Been trying to.
Nah, you definitely have, bro. On firing on all cylinders. Damn,
Appreciate it.
consistent as fuck. I admire it. Genuinely, bro. I definitely hold like the standard to you. I feel like if we're not working as hard as you, or at least as hard as you, it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
I appreciate that.
Nah, real talk.
I don't work. I feel like I don't work that hard.
But everybody,
But I know
workaholics.
I appreciate it. Yeah. It's a gift and a curse. But thank you.
Yeah,
it's good to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Thank you.
But with that said, you know what
Yes.
I'm saying, you've definitely been making waves out here in CT. Maybe I'm biased, but I feel like you've been just hella active.
Yeah.
But there was a point where you weren't, you know what I'm saying, like where as many people didn't know you.
Right.
There was a point where you just started rapping,
Right.
and it was kind of a secret.
Right.
So talk about that. Why is it like? Because JC actually told me one time that when you first started rapping, you was keeping it a secret.
Yeah. I don't
What
think
was up with that?
I don't think I was keeping it a secret. I just didn't tell nobody just because it was like mad therapeutic. But at the same time, like I don't like the stigma of you rap, like you know what I'm saying. So
who
like
doesn't these days?
So
Yeah.
in that time, I mean, it was 2010, 2011. So it wasn't like it was uncommon, but
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Like I listened to music, but I never made music up until that point. So me to tell him, who is my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you to hear this. Like as my uncle, I don't want you to hear this. Maybe as a fan you enjoy it, but like
But was it because of what you were rapping about?
no, it was just because it was for me. Like I didn't really care. I didn't really care if people heard it or not. It wasn't like I was going out of my way to promote. And even when I put out my first project, Humble Beginnings, I didn't want to. I was like, yeah, I don't. It was a part of confidence too. But I was like, yeah, I don't want to sell this CD to people because no one's gonna buy it. So thinking my rap similarly, like I can tell people, but no one's gonna really listen. Like you might skim through it, but you're not gonna listen. So why would I tell you? So it wasn't really a secret. He kind of found out because somebody else had a video and he told him. Keys, shout out to Keys. But it was when he asked me, I was just like, yeah, like I do it, but like I don't know what to expect from it because it's new. So until I'm mastery level with something, I don't go out of my way to be like, yo, this shit hot, right? Or listen to the, because the biggest fear I have is somebody hearing some shit that I did and be like, yeah, that shit's whack. And it's happened so many times, but I still like, even to this day, I still like make sure, okay, when it's time to do something, I have to make sure I did everything possible. So in that moment in time, it wasn't a secret, but it was just like, I wasn't that good. And he was like, yeah, you good, you dope. I wasn't in a space where I sounded how I wanted to. Because that's big with me.
That's
you know
big facts, bro.
Yeah.
My first 2 projects, actually my first like 3 projects, I still hadn't found my delivery and like my tone yet. Because I was still younger too, so my voice was a little bit like, I was like between 19 and like 21, 22. Right. I wanted to have like a deeper voice,
which you have now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So now I can really deliver with some punch the shit that I want to say. Like it just wasn't like the shit that I was saying. Like I had all the bars and the flows, but it's like I'm not convinced yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I feel like I could tap into that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So what was it for you that kind of made that switch to where you're like, okay, now I can, start promoting my shit and give you the confidence to put your shit out?
That's a good question. I don't really know if there was a switch. It might have been like it might have been because it wasn't as fast as when I think of switch, I'm thinking like, okay, now I'm ready.
Like, this is the one.
Yeah, like it was more like a tide. Like it just okay.
Gradual.
Yeah, because I never even to this day I still don't feel like I'm hard on myself. So I don't feel like I'm at any place where I need to be or where I feel like I should be. So I guess I was going to New York. I started doing shows in New York. I started doing open mics in New York, and then I came here and I would go to Hartford to do showcases, and I'll do showcases in West Haven and all these pay for play type shits. You know what I'm saying? And then I would start to see the reception that I would get from people. I would never win. Like I've never won a contest ever. Yeah. I've came in second. I've came in third, but I've never won. And that. I know, but that's the thing. But that's the thing that eats away at me because even though I know that it's political, I still don't win. So in my head, I'm like, I'm still not good enough. If that makes sense. Like I know I'm good enough
for
but
yourself. Yeah,
right,
like it's like you need that, like,
right.
I don't know. I don't want to say validation. Like, it's not like you're like fiending
but
for
it is. But it is validation.
Time, yeah,
this shit has to be unfucking deniable. How could you say no? Everybody is rocking out. It's undeniable. So I got to a point where everyone would be rocking out, but I would never win. But that was cool. I know, but that was cool because I started to realize. At first, I was doing it to win, but then I realized, okay, well, if I go to every single show and I grab 1 person, 2 person, 3 people, 5 people, if I leave with 1 person, I did my job.
Yeah.
Facts. So then when I started to leave with
networking type,
right.
deal.
So when I started to leave with people, and people started to ask me, I walk out, people, yo, good shit. Where can I? Then I was like, okay, I think I'm getting somewhere. I still don't feel like it, but in that. And to answer that question, I was like, okay. So when I started doing the showcases, the later end of me losing, I was like, okay, I know that I'm dope. I don't really need these people to keep telling me that I am, and I don't need to win to know that I am.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But that shit's tough, bro. That's mad depressing. Like,
that's
just to keep fucking losing every time.
Like,
yeah, that's
crazy.
yeah, bro. That shit is nuts.
That surprises me that you feel like that. Or that you're, I don't know, just everything you done set up until this point, how you perceive yourself and kind of like the insecurity part of it. Because before I even knew you, bro, you were sending me shit. Like when you first started rapping on Snapchat, and you didn't even know me.
I know.
I just think you knew me through Drew, maybe. And I was like, well, Drew's like my best friend, so I'm gonna give dude a chance and shit. And I always kept it real with you, right? I was like, yeah, your flow could be better, but you know what I'm saying? Keep working at it, whatever. I don't know, it was a minute ago, but I always kept it real because since you were consistent and since you were taking the critiques and you weren't like getting in your feelings about it, you dead ass wanted to like get feedback.
Right.
I was like, yeah, boom. And
that's the
sure
difference.
Enough, bro. I just seen you over the years climb and clean up your shit, and I'm just like, bro, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
But I respect that shit.
But it's crazy because you're talking to, like, right now, this is weird and it's gonna sound probably crazy, but you're talking to me the person and not me the artist. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you guys. So I'm being 100% upfront, but as the artist, I know. But as the person who analyzes the artist, it's like I see probably more things that people don't because it's coming from a different perspective.
Yeah, you see how you're perceived. Yeah, like you know what it looks like.
Absolutely, and I know like where I want to be. So I should be more positive to myself. But in moments of just being honest and vulnerable, I normally find the things. Now it's a little bit harder, but before, like you said, I would send you music. I'd send it to everybody, and there'd be a few people. There'd be a few people who actually responded, like you, a couple of my friends, and had things to say. Which, that's great because I only want people to tell me, "Yo, okay, this can be tightened up," or "I like how you did that. Keep doing more of this." I like that, but like people be like, "Yo, great work, it's dope." Like, you know, the fucking spam crap. No, I didn't listen to it at all. Or
hit you back with a fire emoji.
Yeah, like, you didn't listen to
hate that.
It was my song's 3 minutes. You hit me in 30 seconds. I know you didn't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so and as time goes on, but I know, like in my head, I know. I just want to know how to get there, and then once I know how to get there, then I'm good.
But even something like that, like sending the shit out like that, could be looked at like with the same strategy of going to like showcases and trying to like, all right, pick out the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Like that could be like, you know, who the people that really fuck with you are, and like really start working towards like what people actually want to give good advice on and shit. Like, you know who to reach out to for advice on stuff, or who to like show your stuff to, rather than the people that are just gonna fucking bullshit you through it. Like, oh, good shit, bro. Keep making everything just like that.
Right. And it's easy to do that too. But you know, and after a while too, you got to stop sending your shit to people before it's really. I told my brother that. I said, yo, stop sending me half-released music. Just release it. Like, he's my brother, so obviously. But and as a perspective from a fan, it's like, you got to know you're stamped yourself before I hear it. So if you know, then let me hear it when it's out. You don't have to show me. So after a while, I got into that bag of like, I'm sending this shit to everybody. Some people got why the fuck am I even sending this to anybody? Like, this shit is hot when it was done. Like, I'm good. Let me put it out. So, but you can't do that, right? So it's like you do too much of that, then you start to be in your own world with things. So it's like I had to find So I had to find a balance, because you need somebody to be like, yo, Siete, you have 3 albums, start releasing singles. But you need that. So it's really about balance, bro.
I have a problem, bro.
I know, but that's okay, because I have all the songs on the computer. I just leak them. Like, I'll just start leaking them. Banger in the Pyramids.
Be like, yo, why is Trey in a wheelchair? Honestly, I would not even be mad at this point. I'm just like, well, it was bound to fucking.
That's
happen.
gonna be your new release, like, marketing strategy. Is like, let other people drop it for you, and then just get like, why the fuck did you put this out? But it goes hard, right?
Good
Facts, yo.
Especially when you have enough, you know.
Yeah,
You got a lot of music, bro.
Stupid.
A lot.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking, you said something interesting that I don't operate the same way. I want to ask you. So you make a distinction between yourself and an artist. Yeah. And I remember you talking about that one time. I thought it was mad interesting. You're like, yeah, Trey Tuck in the documentary, which we'll talk about later.
Right.
You're like, yeah, Trey Tuck is just, talk about that. It's like just a completely different character.
It's like fucking, I feel like it's like, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man.
Word.
So to me, yeah, he's dope as fuck. All fucking verses of him is dope.
Yes,
Tobey Maguire is my guy.
Facts.
It was classic. But that's how I think about myself as an artist, because I think that I know that I can save people. I know I can save people as the person, right? But I know my voice is bigger as an artist. Like, just to reach out to people. Maybe not in general of like my voice, but I know if the music is good enough and the right people get it, what I'm saying can reach enough people. So I separate myself, because me, Trey, the person, like, I like to kick it, chill, whatever. The artist, I gotta be more over the top. When I get on stage, like, there's a fine distinction of shows. Like, you've been to some of my shows. When I'm before the shows, I don't say shit really. I'm kind of walking around and doing whatever. But when I get on the stage, it's like a totally different person. It's like it's the same, but in the same person, it's different. Like, I'm just more demanding. I can be demanding too, but I feel like I'll just do it when I get on stage. Like, I don't need to go around. I've seen people go around before shows and yo, I'm performing that. Yo, bro, just when you hear me, you're gonna come to the stage.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
that's the distinction between the two. My day-to-day regimen, what I would like to do, nigga, go home, go to the gym, play video games, eat food. I don't like clubs, bars. I don't like being around people. I know I have to, though. So when I step in that arena, I have to be in bars, clubs, people, talk to people, know how to talk to people, be expressive in the way that I talk to people, making sure that I make people feel good when they talk to me instead of being like a smug asshole, because that's not the personality that I am at my core. But at my core, do I want to talk to people?
Hell no.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I know I have to. So that's the distinction between the two. Trey likes to just chill, but Trey Tuck is like, when you see me, you're going to know. And after I leave the stage, I can't turn that off until I leave the venue, because then I have to talk to everybody. Like, hey, yo, this was dope. I've had people tell me the venue, Cafe 9, the show, right? I have a show next Friday. The only reason why we're able to get that venue is because I did a show there. I did a couple shows there. Actually, you were on one of them, right?
I never performed. I watched it.
No, you were on one, I think. Or no, you didn't. No. You watched, but you were there. You did come. That show, right?
Yeah.
At the end, the owner, I seen him from the bar. He was just like shaking his. It was made him feel good.
Word.
And then I spoke to him. Mm-hmm. Would I do that, me personally, when I walk into a bar? No. I just like to chill. I like to be unbothered. But I know when my artist hat is on, I have to save somebody's life that day. Like, I got to make somebody, yo, this is the greatest dude. I have to. When I'm myself, give a fuck. Like, leave me alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. I don't know if that makes sense. Might sound crazy, but that's like how I separate the two.
No, I
a
get
lot
it.
of people
I get
do
it.
that shit.
Definitely.
A lot of people do that shit. Me personally, I've never made the separation.
Right.
To me, it's like I'm just such a dynamic person. Like, yeah, normally I'm chill, but I also can be the complete opposite.
Right.
Like, I could be live as fuck. I have a lot of rage in me. I have a lot of sadness in me. I have a lot of joy in me. And like, for me, it's more of like fragments of me rather than like a separation of myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
So I guess it's similar.
isolating.
I guess it's similar, but I guess the traits that I solo are way more dynamic over here than over here.
It's like just an exaggerated version.
Exactly.
Of yourself. So I got the superhero reference.
Yeah, like it's not two people. Because realistically, we probably can't be.
It's
but
you.
Yeah, it is a
Then
part
I'm
of me,
dead.
but it's the version of me that I don't want to have to pull this nigga out every single day.
So how far into doing everything,
Word.
like to go from like when you started making music, you weren't telling people, then you started telling people, then you started putting stuff out, and then you start performing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and when did you make like that decision or distinguish between the two? Like, all right, this is time for this to happen versus like, all right, I could just be me or
Right.
put that hat on type thing.
It was when I started mixing.
Okay.
Realistically, because when I first started mixing, I started doing it because I wanted to learn, right? But then as you learn and you get better, you develop clients, right? And people who are your friends or just people that you meet, y'all mix too. So when that started to become busier than the music side of things, I was like, okay, so now, yeah, well, not that, but it was more so on the tip of I'm here. This is 95% of my life now.
Yeah.
I don't
mixing?
even have.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just
yeah.
the mixing?
No,
Or
no, no,
music?
no. Like the mixing, me being an artist, and then me being like just the creative and thinking about how I should market and brand myself. So that was like 95% of my life, right?
lying.
I didn't have enough to even want to go hang out with friends. I didn't go to the bar. I didn't do none of that shit. So the 5%, I was like, nah, this ain't it. Cause the mixing before that, it was okay, but then you mix, so you fucking know how long that shit takes.
Yeah.
Working on people's shit more than I'm working on my own. And then I started to not like music. I started to really not like doing it because I was always doing it for someone else. And then I said, okay, well, how can I separate this so when I come here, I enjoy
that's
this.
crazy.
I used to be at the
Yes.
studio, like, no bullshit. I used to be there from fucking, when I didn't work, I used to be there from 6 in the afternoon to 6 in the morning. And it would be working on my shit, mixing other people's shit. Like, me and Dante did his project, Lyrics and, fuck is it called? Lyrics and Beats. I don't remember the name of it, so I apologize. But literally, he would come after work. I would already be down there mixing. He would come after work. We'd work on his project every single day until it was done. And I've done that for a lot of different people. Done that for your project, right? And it just became to the point where it was like, yo, this is too much. This is too much. I need to find a way to not hate this. Okay,
Right.
so now every time I come down here, I'm Trey Tuck the engineer.
Yeah.
I'm not Trey the engineer. I'm here for a purpose. Let me tap in. And then when I leave here, I'm done. So I had to start separating that. And then the shows got busier. There was somewhat kind of pressure. People asking me to put music out. That's pressure, whether it's a lot of people or little people. That means people are checking for you. Okay, my life cannot be 24/7 here because I'm going to go crazy. Some people could do that. Me personally, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I just had to start separating myself from myself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me have some time. Yo, I wouldn't even be able to have a girl. Like, with my girl, I text phone blowing up. I got to go. Like, So
Damn.
as time went on, I had to like find the sanity to be able to be like, yeah, I just want to chill over here. But when I come, no, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's still a process because you have to be, as a musician, bro, if you're not sane, yeah, you might make some dope shit, but your life ain't...
It's not coming from the right spot,
right,
though.
Nah,
like,
your life ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You want your life to be good. You want to be able to have conversations with people outside of just talking about what the fuck you did in music today. Like, your family members. It shouldn't... I don't want my family asking me about music 24/7, but if that's all I give them, then that's all they're going to talk about.
it would be the same thing, like, going to work, like having
Right.
like a regular like 9 to 5.
Right.
See, like people that work at like McDonald's or something.
Right.
You don't want to go home and be like, yeah, I made the illest Big Mac
No.
earlier. Like it was perfect.
No.
Like y'all should have been there to fucking see it. Like
It was amazing.
Like, exactly.
Like the people loved it. No,
Nah.
you do because that's a highlight of your
Yeah, like
day.
it's cool. Like you feel good about it. You feel like you accomplished
Right,
something.
right.
But at the same time, it's like that's not what my life is about. Though.
No,
Like
no.
I have other interests and shit. Like,
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love music that much to where I would do that 24/7.
Oh yeah.
I just don't. I just know that for me mentally, if I do too much of one thing, I become obsessive, and then I turn and I'm getting frustrated at. I can't even mix it right. The snap. I'm mad.
Yo,
It's
he was
just-
in there mixing Charles shit. Fuck.
Yo, listen, but you want to know
Y'all
what's
going
crazy about
crazy.
that? Charles's project, I wasn't even supposed to do it. I've been telling him, nigga,
Yeah,
don't hit me. Don't hit me to do nothing. I don't want to mix. No, I've been saying that. I've been like, yo, I want to find somebody. But I started mixing this project. And when I did it over the past couple weeks, I've started to enjoy music again.
Word.
Because I came out of that, too much of one thing. Now I'm back into it, so I'm starting to develop that like balance again.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
So I was gonna ask you, which kind of this segues. I was gonna ask you because you work so fucking hard, and for me, I feel like I struggle with being consistent. My thing is like these crazy short bursts of energy, and you hear people saying you gotta have a strong why. Have a strong why, and is it a strong why or is it just having that healthy balance that keeps you going?
I think it's
that you were
both.
talking
I think
about?
it's both. It's both because the
You good?
why
Good.
the why is I know that I can change people's lives. Like I want to be like this shit don't work out, I'll be a therapist. So you see what I'm saying? So my why is I can reach children. I can reach like the kids who grow up and to be the next whatever. They could be the next biggest drug dealer or they could be the next fucking Harvard scholar. I know I can reach both of those crowds. And even if that's what you want to do, just don't think your life has to be that. So that's my why. Yeah, I'm going to make money off of this shit because it is a business. So I know that.
Get more specific on that. So
What do you mean?
So your why is you're basically trying to reach the youth. And
I want to reach people, and I want people when they hear my shit, I want them to think about themselves and what they can do to improve their life, or listen to it and be like, "Damn, I went through that too." But it doesn't have to be I don't have to consistently wallow in my pain. I don't have to consistently wallow in, damn, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Because I know when I talk to people, just in general, after shows, I can speak life into people. And those are lectures, essentially. So I would like to be doing that as well. But, like, that's my why. I want to help. I want to change the way people think about things. I want to help the youth. Like, yo, we grew up. I know how it is to be fucked up. I know how it is to have good shit. So, like, both of those are two different things, but they can be one. You should know how to have some type of balance. And when you grow up as a child or a teenager, you should know the best of both worlds. I think I would like to think I'm like smack dab in the middle of that. I know what it likes to be like this. I know what it's like to be like this. You don't have to do that. Follow this and maybe you'll be whatever. Like, I just want to be an inspiration to people. So that's my why. The balance is okay, if you don't have balance, right? So music, when it picks up for us, we're going to be moving around a lot.
Yeah.
Going to be in this state. You'll be in this hotel. You have to fly here, drive there. So the balance in finding that, because I've done that, is just knowing that, yo, you're a human being at the end of the day. So, yeah, people might love you, but if you're tired, you're tired. If you need a break, you need a break. So that's the balance that I think of, because like I said, I've been on tour, and that was one of the things that I had to deal with. Remember, I had told you, this nigga was like, we were in the fucking we were in a session with KRS-One, and this nigga was like, yo, like, y'all not hungry. Like, I feel like y'all not hungry. And we're in LA, bro. And he's just like, y'all just not hungry enough. Like, and you remember what you said to me?
What?
You were like, yo, if I was there, be no denying anything. You said something along that line, because I was telling you that. But the reason why I bring that up is because balance. Nigga, I was tired as shit.
Yeah, that's
Nigga,
true too. You
nigga,
were worn the fuck out.
Nigga, yo, I was up at every day at like 7, and I'll be in a session for 12 hours. Nigga, have I ever done it in my life before? Yes. Have I done that on somebody else's account? No. So, yeah, I was hungry, but I was tired. So, understanding there's a balance in that. Like this, it's a balancing act. So, that's my, I mean, the why is that, but to keep going is knowing like, let me get off the road real quick to this pit stop and take a nap. Let me get back on the road. You know what I'm saying? Because then when we went back across to fucking Florida, the raps was hot. The freestyles was off the top.
Thanks.
Like the crowds was there, and I was talking to people, and it was undeniable. But sometimes you gotta have that balance, and that's okay. Like, nigga, we ain't our. You know what I'm saying? Like before us, they didn't have the luxury to take breaks.
Right.
Your grandparents did not have the luxury to think about mental health like we do. We now do because of them. So who is it to me to follow the same pattern that they did and create and keep creating? Nah, be self-aware, bro. You're tired, you feel a little crazy, you want to do something wild, take a break. So it's a balancing act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now you say that, bro, that shit about the KRS-One stuff. So run that back, bro. You became like a temple of hip hop. What do they call it? Disciple, fucking member. I don't know. A brother.
just
You're
a
down with the
member.
brotherhood. Was there like a hazing for that? Did you have to do a
Nigga, it was that.
You got a brand on your ass cheek.
Nigga, it was that tour, nigga. That's what it was.
Damn.
That was the apprenticeship. That's what they called it.
But all right.
And
But
that's
how
what it
did that
was.
even come together? Like, how do you get into the temple of hip hop, or is that something you could even give away on there?
Huh?
Not even something
Yeah,
you could talk about?
I can, but it's not. It ain't no like Illuminati.
We got the
Wow.
secrets.
Like,
He had to meet at
it's
this
not-
time in the
no.
underground room.
Nah, it's just understanding. Understanding the roots and the elements of the shit and where it came from. Can you just join it? No,
No,
nigga.
obviously not.
You have to be chosen, but.
So you got approached at a show or some shit? Like, how did that even happen?
Nah, I used to record my homie Son One at the studio, but how that happened was somebody that I knew. He referred.
Hold on, tell them who Son One is, because they might not know.
Son One is he's a member of the Temple of Hip Hop. He's a dope artist, MC. He writes books. He does pretty much everything. He used to
DJ for
he DJs for him. He produces for him. He produces in general, but you know what I'm saying. When that's a name, like they're like fucking buddies. You know what I'm saying. So, but he used to come down to the studio, and I didn't fucking know who. I didn't know none of that shit.
So he lives in Bristol or lived?
No. He lived in somewhere in Connecticut, like further
But
down.
he used to
like
come down to.
like someone.
crazy.
Yeah, like he was. But it was crazy because
He was at one of the Cafe 9 shows. That's where I seen him.
You seen
I'm
him
pretty sure.
You seen him at the Bleacher show in Bristol.
Was it? I don't know. I remember seeing him.
He
at one of
fell
the
over
shows.
the thing. Were you there? Were you?
Wait, what?
You were at the Bleacher show, right? In Bristol?
How many Bleacher shows did you do?
One.
It was just one?
It was just one. Just the one on Sunday.
Yeah, I was on that shit.
Yeah. So, all right. Do you remember the dude who fell over the speaker in front of the? When me and Dante were on stage, you remember that shit? He fell and he rode.
nah,
All right, so he
that's
fell and he rode
crazy.
and like whatever. It was funny. It was dope. But he was real cool about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I met him through that, and I didn't know none of that shit. Like I didn't know he knew KRS when he didn't tell me that.
He pulled up to this show like randomly.
Yeah, what was the product? Like,
At this point in time, this
Why
is
was
my
he there?
brother now. Like I
Oh,
know,
okay.
I'm saying
You've
the
been recording
Bleacher
him?
show.
My fault.
Yeah. Like so how I got. So it was probably like 2016, maybe, I don't know, 2016 or 2015, one of those years. I think it was 2016, and he was just coming down to the studio, and I would just mix for him, and he had his album, and he would give me the stems, and we go through them, and he never said nothing like, "Yo, I know KRS."
Yeah.
Because you don't move like that.
Nah, if you're in that, like, you don't talk about that shit. Like,
Nah.
that's nothing big to you.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you're
it's
just
your
here.
brother, and
Yeah.
But to me, when I found out, I was working at Amazon when I was doing the dirty deeds, right? And
Join the Patreon.
Facts. It's on the Patreon, yo.
Get up on the Patreon if you want to know what these dirty deeds are.
yeah, when I was doing, you know what I
And if I'm
mean?
gonna do it, then I gotta do it.
right. But that's but listen,
That's when you wrote that shit.
it was around that time.
Oh shit!
Sinning.
Do we have that
Just
one?
riding.
No, we don't have that one for today.
I'm staying away from that.
You don't see I'm holding? No.
Nah, you don't see him holding. Just riding. It was around that time though. And
That's crazy.
he just called me. I was driving to work. He was like, "Yo, keep going on tour." And I'm like, "Huh, nigga, what? What do you mean? Can I go on tour?" Nigga, I'm going to work. But then, you know, he repeated it, and I said yeah, and then it was a 3-day tour. So it was a 3-day stop, but I was gone for like a week. We had to go to Atlanta. Then from Atlanta we went to Miami. Then from Miami we went to North Carolina.
But when you say we went, tell them what you
It was
meant.
me. It was me and Pascal.
But
one
you
who's an
drove,
artist.
right?
Yeah. We drove.
boy
So we
was
had to drive.
driving.
We had to drive to Atlanta, to get out there because it was last minute. The fuck,
That's
we
crazy.
couldn't find no flight.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
like when you're put to the test, like how far are you willing to go? Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't be like, oh, I can't fly.
That
so
shit is so real, dog.
you gotta fucking
People
move.
don't know
You
or
only got-
see that shit either, though. Like, oh, you were on tour. Oh, so you were on the bus with them. You
Yeah,
were fucking
no.
traveling around. Like, no, it's not that type of
No,
shit.
it's a
like,
grind, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
you know what I learned about that shit is that's independent.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
So whatever is funding it. So let's just say that there was 5 of us, maybe 6 of us. He's funding 6 of us, not a label. He's funding it through book sales, shows, etc. That's independence. That's why when I'm in the meetings and shit, I'm like, yo, it's really simple as a phone call to blah 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 blah. When we were first looking for the shows, it's really that simple. Different with a household name, right? You could get more doors,
Yeah.
but it was the just the principle that all you have to do is
process,
call.
yeah.
All you have to
That
do is
initial
call. Yeah, that's
connection.
it. And all you have to do is say, I'm blah, blah, blah from blah, blah, blah. And people will eat that shit up if you do it the right way. So it was that. You know what I'm saying? I drove across country when it was the actual tour. I drove by myself
Word.
12 hours a day like a trucker
Word.
for 4 days straight
Yeah.
to Utah.
That shit's nice. That
Which
shit
is-
is
which
nice.
is- which is
Wow,
fucking
it's a
dope.
long drive.
It is.
boy.
And you did it, right?
Yeah.
You did it. How many stops
It's a
did you make?
beautiful drive, though.
How many stops you make?
We stopped like every night.
Yeah.
Because it was me and Verse, so we were
Right.
able to switch on and off.
Right.
He was out there dolo.
I was in there was cars
Driving.
behind me,
No,
but
but
I was
driving.
driving. I know, and that's when I was driving on through like Iowa. It's just nothing but flat land. Did you go through
Flat,
Iowa,
bro.
That's why I said the
Oh my
that's why I said the
God.
earth is flat.
Oh shit! We right back to it again.
I'll fucking
Watch your profanity.
shit. I'm joking, but realistically though, when you think about that shit, yo, as I was, yeah. Listen, the earth is flat. Please, oh, okay.
No, my bad.
No, you good. But yeah, no, and then in doing that, I was writing in a book. It's so flat, and you drive one speed. I was literally writing in my journal as I'm driving, like just wild, you know. So
Yeah, that shit is wild to see.
yeah,
Because out here, you know what I'm saying, you got all these fucking trees and stuff.
I think
You
about that shit a lot.
never see just open land forever
Yeah.
and open sky forever.
it's like 200 miles of just. I'm like, why the fuck am I even in Iowa? I was uncomfortable staying out there because
Yeah.
it's just the hotel
Boonies.
is boom, and after you see the hotel, you just see everything. I can see the fucking
Boonies.
supermarket.
This shit is weird.
Yeah.
That shit's strange. Like I see that shit in movies or whatever, and like you're saying, like out here, like wherever you look, you're gonna see. When I was younger, I was obviously like just a dumbass little kid, and I would think it's just like the ocean or some shit.
Right.
Because like far away,
Just
trees
blue.
and shit look like blue, like kind of faded out. Like it just looks like, oh, that's just where the ocean's at. But you think about it, out here, that's all trees and mountains and shit.
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine being able to like stand on my house and
Nothing.
just look forever.
Forever, bro.
Like that shit doesn't make sense to me. I
But it's
still
wild.
haven't seen some
It's
shit
beautiful.
like that.
It's
It
beautiful
is,
though,
yeah.
and it changes your perspective on things. Like when you do, like, so we all fly everywhere we go, right? Which is why driving is dope because you're literally going through a process. You're traveling through time. You go through 2 time zones. You're going back.
That's
I know, and
I've never left this time zone, so I still don't have that experience.
You haven't taken a flight
not out of the time zone. I've gone to Florida, but that's the same time when I get there.
So, and you fly to Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm sure
I've driven there too.
Okay, so that's cool, right? So just imagine doing that, and as you go through, let's just say it's 10:30, 9:30. Like, nigga, I just drove a whole hour.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I haven't experienced that.
But you're traveling time.
Yeah.
That's why it's dope.
Weird.
That's why it's dope.
That shit is wild.
It's crazy to think about, though. Like, I would like to actually finally do that shit so I could, like, just think about that. Because, like, so how long is a flight from here to, like, California?
It might be like 7 hours, maybe.
Oh,
8.
is it that long?
Florida? Oh, my fault. I'm thinking
Cali. I said California, right?
Oh, you said Cali?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 7.
It is like
really
that long?
that much? That was like
I thought it would have been like 5, 6.
4 or 5, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever it is, though.
I don't
take
even
3
remember,
hours off,
bro.
basically.
It shit is far though.
Yeah. So I don't.
But it would be a 7-hour trip because if it's 4, you're still going back 3 hours.
Right, that's what I mean. So, like, if it's 7 hours, you would think of it as like a 4-hour trip because you leave at 2 o'clock and you should, in your head, you're getting there at 9 o'clock on a 7-hour trip. But really, you're getting there at fucking whatever that is, 6 o'clock.
Right.
So, like, I haven't experienced some shit like that. I think that would be wild, though, because, like, that seems like you almost get free time back on your day. Like, I've been looking a lot more at time, like, currency. Like, you run out of this shit. Like, nah, you go over there. I just got 3 hours back on my day. Like, I'm going to fucking spend these 3 hours doing this shit. Like, that's just got to be cool as hell.
And the craziest part is, as you travel through these time zones by car, not only the time, but your body and your mind start to change because you're adapting to newer terrain. You're adapting to new shit you've never seen before. So you might be going through the same motions as motherfucking Sean, but Sean is going through fucking Iowa. You've never been there before, so your body has to kind of adjust to the time, adjust to the land, adjust to what you're seeing, adjust to the air.
That's
all
wild
that shit,
too,
bro.
yo, my God.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Shit's different. When I was in Colorado,
I was just gonna say,
and you were up there, bro, in the mountains and shit. God damn, bro.
Get yourself a good deep breath.
Yup. Hold that shit. So, you've performed all over the country. You've toured.
Yeah.
KRS-One, all that. Fucking awesome, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
definitely dope. Definitely dope.
Yeah. So, what would you say? Who has the illest audience? Like, who's the illest crowd? Favorite place to perform?
You mean artist or location?
No, like
Utah.
Utah has the illest
All right, yeah.
crowd.
Location,
Illest crowd. I would say okay. So Utah has a dope we're out there for the Sundance Festival, so yeah. So you're around. So I don't know. Maybe we go out there on a different time. It's not the same, or the people that I'm with is not the same. But just the energy was dope. The people were really cool, and they loved it. I don't know, man. I always say Utah because that's the one place that I thought like I would never really expect like hip hop to be like crazy like that. You expect it in Cali. You expect it in certain places in Florida. We were in Indiana too, so that was cool.
For it to be dope, you're saying?
Yeah, for it to be dope and accepting, because I mean, I only knew Utah for the basketball team and Mormon. Like I didn't you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really know.
You're saying like Cali to be like accepting. I would picture like them to be kind of more like jaded to shit.
Nah, bro, they're fucking
like they just really
chill.
kind of
They're
fuck
mad
with
laid
shit.
back.
They love, yes, bro. They love, and if you're not from there too, like from there, I guess that's like everywhere you go. But it's just like,
Yeah, that's facts.
just chill. Like it's just
Word.
chill,
Mad
man.
cool.
Like we
Mad
just,
cool.
you know, it was dope energy. L.A. was cool. Sacramento was probably. Okay, Sacramento would have to be it.
Word.
That was the
Like the
dopest
dopest
crowd.
one?
It wasn't even the biggest
Live.
crowd. Yeah, it wasn't even the biggest crowd, but
They
they
was
were just
fucking with it.
they were just going crazy.
Word.
They were just like everything was just amazing for them. Like it was the first time they've seen that shit before. Like it was awesome. So
That's dope. That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah. I'd have to say Sacramento. Miami was cool. I met a lot of I met a lot of niggas who just wanted to be next to KRS-One, and it's
understandable.
It is, but these like it's the niggas that you don't really think. It's like real gangster, like they're gangsters want to be next to this dude. Like,
so they're just like low key fans, just trying to like get on his shit. Like, yo, come on, let me up in there, bro. And I know him. Like,
and they like.
Probably grew up with dude, man.
Grew up listening to dude.
Some are older, some are younger, but it's just like they're hostile to you, like me. I was bodyguarding, so they're hostile. Bro. No,
Jelly,
no. But that's where I had to understand, and he had to tell me this. He was like, "It's not that they're upset or mad; it's they just want to get close to meeting me." Every show, he would tell niggas to come on the stage. Weird. He would be like, yo, but it's dope, though, because that's a fan base that loves you. Like, where they're like, yo, just let me, and they not letting you go, and they might fight you because they don't know you, but they won't fight you because they know who he is to them.
Yeah.
Right. So, but he would always call everybody on stage, and I hated this. He would, yo, we got any artists? B-boys, come to the stage now. Oh my gosh, everybody comes to the stage. They don't gotta be rappers. Why? Like in my head, I'm like, yo, every night he would say this, and there would be like 70 niggas rushing the stage.
That's nuts.
And probably like 4 or 5 of them rapped. The rest was just trying to get pictures and autographs. I was like, I was going crazy. But it was dope. It was dope because they did it, and not once. There was not one single, no gun, no knife, no.
Oh, that's dope.
I had a flashlight, nigga. I was done for out there. Like,
like you're saying nobody brought anything out. Like nobody tried to get crazy with nothing, right?
Not at all. But I'm saying if they did, it was a wrap. Like, there's no heavily armed security guard. We was gonna get fucked up. Like
that's the thing too.
That's another side of
y'all doing security.
Right. My life was on the line, nigga. Crazy. My life was on the line.
But you wasn't hungry.
Right. I was doing security and I was rapping.
And you was running getting pizzas too, right?
Yes.
Tell about that.
That's facts? Wait, that's facts? That's facts?
He was intern. He was pimping you niggas, bro.
That's crazy. Absolutely. Nigga, we went to, we were in Utah. That shit was probably the greatest thing.
This one is a savage.
Yo, that was probably the great. Yo, but that's the thing, too. Before I touch on that, yo, I was thinking about that shit. And even though we was doing all that shit.
Beginnings like a motherfucker.
Let me tell you, on his rider, when he asked for all the shit on his rider, like snacks and nuts and nigga, he didn't need none of that shit. We was going crazy on it. Snacks, people would come in. One time there was this pizza company. They were like, it was in Tennessee or Kentucky.
Word.
And they were like on what's that show that does all the food and shit, like top whatever show it was on the Food Channel. Right.
Where they like just go around to like
different places and try it and say, oh, this is the greatest, this is the best, blah blah blah, and the blah blah blah. Like
I don't
was
know
like
what
that.
It's called, but I know what you're talking about.
So they would. So there was this pizza place that made flatbread pizza, and they had came there and they said, hey, there's like 8 of them. It was like, yo, hey, this is for KRS-One. We made these pizzas. We would like him to try, and if he wants to take a picture, we said okay.
Word.
We brought them pizzas in.
Hype. Yo, KRS like hype.
KRS, nigga, we were hype, nigga. Fuck that.
And I'm saying that's what y'all were thinking.
Yeah, he didn't even eat any of it. We fucked all that pizza up.
Yeah.
Yo, he didn't eat it. He didn't eat none of that shit. So they brought it out of respect, but we was reaping the benefits of some shit like that. So that was cool. But there was one time, just to answer your question, we were in Utah, and we were actually supposed to be getting pizza for the Black Eyed Peas. So,
word.
I didn't tell you that. Yeah. Nah, so we were supposed to get pizza for the Black Eyed Peas. So me and Pascal were out there, right? So we go to this little spot. They say like someone's like, yo, take some money. This pizza's probably like 10 minutes from here. But it's a Sundance Film Festival, so it's fucking packed. So you can't. We took a car, but it's like New York City down there, and it was snowing. So. The 10 minutes turned into pretty much 50.
God damn.
And we ordered the pizza.
pizza.
We ordered the pizza as a margarita pizza. We ordered it 15 minutes.
That's our shit.
We ordered it 15 minutes before we even left. So by the time we got there, 10, we pick it up, get back, whatever. So we go there. Me and Pascal, we going through the fucking streets. It looked like fucking Frogger. Like we're going through the streets. Cars are coming. Whoa. we get the pizza, we run it back. He gets the pizza. He's like, "What is this? This is cold." And then he like drops it on the table, and the nigga start laughing at us. And he start laughing like he started laughing at us like, "Yo," we're just like, "Yo, man, like, I don't know, like there was a lot of traffic." And then I actually ended up meeting what the fuck is his name? In the Black Eyed Peas.
Will I Am?
No, well I met him too, but
with the fucking
he's light skinned.
Yeah, I don't know if he still got that long hair, dude.
Yeah. So at the time, his hair was short, and so I didn't know who he was, but he was like, "Oh, you're with KRS, like respect," like, and he was showing us the biggest amount of humility ever. Like, nigga, you done Black Eyed Peas, like I should be bound to you, but you know, it was a real cool experience. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, after that, that whole night was crazy. After that. Because then we did a show in Utah, and I met Rakim, and fucking he was there. I guess Common was there. Queen Latifah was there.
That's sick.
Will I Am was what freestyling. He was rapping on a mic with a bunch of different MCs. Will I Am don't freestyle like that. You've never seen him doing that before.
Yeah.
He was up there going crazy.
Yeah, but in that mix, bro,
he was going crazy.
That whole group of people just sounds insane. Like, I would watch a video of that and be happy that I'm seeing the video. Like, to be there for that shit is nuts.
Yeah, the experience was wild. And it was wild because out of all of that, you know, we were not the biggest, like me and Pascal and Son. Son was DJing, so he's controlling the crowd. But me and Pascal, he got the camera. I'm kind of just making sure the music sounds good. So we're not really like status figures. Like if you see us, like nigga, go get the pizza. Like essentially, like you know what I'm saying. But the respect that we got in there was dope, and the people were real receptive. The women were real receptive. Like it was crazy. It was just crazy to see that. Dude. I was rapping, but I wasn't saying nothing. Like I was rapping some bullshit, but they loved it. Oh my god, it was crazy. Yeah.
That's cool as hell. Yeah.
That's wild, bro. So, what would you say was like the best piece of game KRS gave you? But you gotta say it like KRS. You gotta do it in practice. I say like.
I thought you said pizza game, like talking about the pizzas that he was picking up.
Nah.
I think I'll say the biggest thing I took away from the whole all his shows and his speeches, right? There's two things. It was pretty much just finish what you started. Finish your book. Finish all the shit you started. If you started something, finish it, because time waits for no man, right? And the next saying that I got, which I'm gonna make wristbands of it and shit, but he was always saying like, you know, you always want to be a friend to your future self.
Facts.
So
was that you was talking about? Yeah. We was having a real ass convo about that.
Yeah. So everything you do now, you want to make it easier for yourself in the future.
Yeah.
And even and it wasn't even that. It was also just how you communicate with yourself. So I took that away, but there was a lot of it was gem after gem. And
relax and take notes.
It was gem after gem, bro. And I didn't understand a lot of it until I came back. You know, I didn't get it until I got off a tour. Yeah. That's how deep some of the shit was. And it'd be like the first leg was we were in Cali, so we were in the West Coast. The shit didn't hit me until I came back to Bristol.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. And that's why I be so like the things are like starting to click, because independent. We can do all this. And literally the blueprint was like, I seen the blueprint. I literally seen it all. I literally seen the promoter talk to the manager. I seen how the manager spoke to the promoter. I seen how the promoter paid up front. I seen the money that was being counted. 8 G's, 10, 11, 12, 13. Seen it. Like, yo, what the fuck? I'm seeing all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone talking to these people screening the venues. I'm talking to the sound engineer. I'm talking to the security guard who's 60 and 50, and that nigga don't gotta listen to nothing I tell him. But he's asking me if I need, hey, do you need help? I'm seeing the writer. I'm seeing what's on the writer. I'm seeing the food and drinks and shit that go into the writer. I'm seeing drinks that he ain't even asking for there. I'm seeing him tell everybody, yo, before shows, you don't need to be getting faded at all. We didn't drink. Well, that's preference, but you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we wasn't drinking. We wasn't smoking. After the venues, different states, get what you need to get, take your shit, and leave. Don't linger around and, that's how niggas get robbed. You might not be KR. I mean, you might be with KRS, but you're not him. I will rob you, nigga, in Cali, in Kentucky, and like there was one time we went to Kentucky and yo, this is the wildest shit ever, bro. I made the easiest $100 of my life. We were at the show. After the show, the dude came up to us and he was like, "Oh my God, you guys are so great. Like, would you guys mind coming back to my studio and I'll pay every one of you guys and we'll just make music, like produce music with them." So I'm like, we debated in that shit in the car. All of us, he was like, he don't know. So I mean, if he see this shit, he probably gonna laugh. But he was like, we was like, but what if we get set up?
Yeah, facts.
Yo, so we go there with all the equipment in my car, right? We go to the spot, all the equipment's in my car. So not only could we have gotten robbed, we could have gotten robbed for the merch. We could have gotten robbed for every fucking
anything
thing.
that y'all had on you.
Cars, right? And the house wasn't in like a favorable. It was like a dark alley or a dark It was a driveway. I mean, not a driveway, a street, but the street was kind of dark. It wasn't a lot of houses, just a couple. So, homie goes and he talks to the dude because he got his number. He knocks on his door, talks to him before we all go. He gives us like the green light. Man, he told us a studio. We got there. He had a microphone. He had a mic.
Oh
yep.
My God.
He had some old. Hold on. Listen. He had a mic. He had an old ass DJing setup with the vinyls. Respect.
Okay.
He had some bongo drums, and he had another mic, and we were in his crib. So before we even walked in, he paid us the money. So it didn't matter. Like we just had to be there. so
cannot leave. Now.
Yo, so we didn't have a choice, right? So he's like, "Yeah, man."
He knew he was on some bullshit.
I thought you guys were producers. So I don't know if he thought we were a band. I don't know what he thought, but we were in there literally, me and Pascal just freestyling on the mic. Yeah. Da, 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 da. He's playing his old ass vinyls. Like, yo, look at this. KRS is not there. Like, so
no doubt.
Like I know, but but he was like excited. So after a while, like, I mean, his girl had came in and she was, I think they were coked up or whatever. But his girl came in and Pascal went to go smoke in the back, and then the girl was like all like trying to be flirty with him and shit, and the dude started to feel some type of way. It was just a fucking mess. And then we were like, all right, it's been 2 hours, we're out. Like, and we took that bread and we left. But
that's hard.
That was great.
So everybody, you said it was the easiest 100 you made. It was the easiest. Everybody 100. Took 100.
Everyone took 100.
That's nuts.
To do nothing. Like imagine somebody come in your crib and you just pay him $100 to hang out with you.
That's weird.
That's all we did. And I was falling asleep just like, yeah, I was rapping and tapping and I'm spitting bullshit, playing the bongo drums. He had a little drum set. That's what it was. He had drum. He had a drum set too.
The electric joint?
No, nigga.
Like a full set.
Yeah, like a full set. So we was just in his crib kicking it, man. That shit was kind of cool. But after that, we the next day we got Cracker Barrel and then we left. So it was cool, bro. But I say all that to say, I learned so much. So one gem and one thing that I learned, it was a lifestyle that I learned technically, because that was a hell no. Like if we go on tour and niggas that work for us do that, nigga, you're fired. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting a lot at jeopardy and a lot at stake.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And thank God nothing happened. Nobody knew nothing. But if it did, there's times where shout out to Zen Aru is his name. And he's super dope. But when we were on Cali, he was my mentor, and he was giving me, like, I was going through a lot of mental shit out there, and he gave me a lot of game and wisdom just from being older. But I remember we were in Cali and we were about to leave, and these niggas, when I say these niggas was getting bud, like garbage bags full, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah, off the strength, off GP, just here. Yeah, I got
crazy.
this here. So we're about to leave the state, and he lives in Cali, but he's leaving the state with us, and he's like, yo, we need to keep that. I don't smoke, but he's like, we have to keep that here. So I'm going to take that and bring that to my house, because if we leave, we don't know the laws, we get pulled over, we're getting arrested.
Crazy.
But I would have never thought like that. I would have never knew that, but I guess something like that happened before.
Hell yeah, that's
So that's another good experience to have right there. Like, know that if for some reason, because, like, I mean, if we were all to go, like, there's people that are definitely going to be down to have, like, a trash bag with us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, don't move with that. Like, that's, even just that right there is a good piece to keep as something.
And those are small things that you don't really think about, but those are small things that could cost you a lot. Or if you're the bigger artist and this is your assistant in your PR or whatever, that comes out of your pocket. Now you got to bail them out, do this, that, and the third. So, I just learned a lot of shit. And I just try to apply it as much as I possibly can. I think now it's like starting to come to fruition with everything. So, yeah.
No, that's definitely dope.
Yeah.
So the KRS-One tour, did it have like an actual name to it?
It's called The World Is Mind.
Okay, The World Is Mind. That's hard.
And I put out a record called The World Is Mind like a year before.
Yeah.
Really?
Get the fuck out
Wait,
of here.
a year before?
Yeah, I swear to God.
That's
You could check SoundCloud. It's on there.
crazy.
And I didn't know. I didn't know him. There's no
What
Nothing.
the fuck?
nothing.
Did he know? Did he
Did I
see
tell
that?
him? No.
Do you know if, like,
He
your
fucking-
boy showed him?
Hell no.
No?
He
So
didn't
that was
know.
just, y'all both came
That's
up with that
OD.
shit. That's
That's
wild.
That's the
a
stream.
wild
That's
ass
like a
coincidence.
stream of consciousness
Yeah.
of just knowing, like, you know. And it's crazy because I was in Miami on my birthday, right? And that was the first day of the show. But like on the 1st of December, I remember I was on Snapchat and I was mad, just going through. I was like, "Yo, everybody have a good month, have a good year." And then that fucking happened like 2 days later. The call, and then I went, and then I was in Miami on my
OD.
birthday. Yeah,
OD.
bro. Yeah,
That's wild.
it's energy, man. That shit is different,
Big
bro.
facts.
That shit is different. So
That's just crazy.
yeah, it was cool. It was
Everything
cool,
is everything. bro.
everything is everything. Cheers
the
to that.
fuck?
Fucking.
Facts.
So that's crazy, dog. Fucking. Cheers to that. So how long? I gotta come in.
Pull in this way a little bit. Yeah, we're making a mess up here.
So the World Is Mine tour. How long was that? How long were you on tour for?
I was on tour for 3 months.
Crazy.
3 months, yeah.
So 3 months on the road, getting all this game, all this experience, just time of your life. You come back to Bristol.
Goddamn.
How do you feel, man? Like,
Depressed.
what
Hold up,
was
real
that
quick,
like?
real quick
Depressed.
before getting into that side. I had probably 3 different people tell me like what you were doing during that time too.
What?
So when you were on
Who?
tour,
Oh shit.
one of them
Because back then we weren't even like.
I know none of it. Like I knew of you and I listened to your shit before. Like
Right.
I was bumping your shit, but it was just one I'll put out there specifically because like it stood out to me and I was like, oh shit, yeah, like you know we know like, but it was Jamil.
Oh, Fen? Oh, that's my
Big
dog.
facts.
No,
Big
no,
facts.
no.
Oh, shit, damn.
Matos.
Oh, Matos. That's my
Matos.
dog too.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
it was him. He had said something to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, shit, that's right. Yeah, I heard about that." Because then the other one I think was my stepdad Stout. Like he
Yeah,
told me
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yep,
He had
yep,
said
yep,
something.
yep.
And then Jamil had said that shit to me, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, yeah, like I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah.
Like that's dope. That's dope that
That's
he's
that
doing
small
that shit."
town shit.
But yeah, like it's just like so that was moving around. Like that wasn't like
facts.
like you weren't just doing that and like your close friends knew. Like people
I didn't
knew
know-
about it.
I
and
didn't know
shit, and
none of
people were
that shit.
telling people about this
What
shit.
the fuck? I
So
didn't
like
know
I
that.
had heard about that shit.
That's crazy.
Even though I already knew from like a closer source, but like people outside of the circle were
talking
really
about it.
yeah, we're
Oh,
talking
shit.
about the shit and like it was.
For real?
I wouldn't just freestyle that.
Hell
like,
yeah,
that's-
no, I know
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not,
yeah.
but I'm like blown away because I don't fucking know none of that shit.
I know,
Like,
that's
that
why
never
I wanted
comes
to
back
say
me.
it. I wanted to
appreciate
let you
that.
know,
That's
like,
hard.
yeah,
I
no,
never,
that's
yo, I never knew that. I really thought it was a couple people that kind of knew about it, and I kind of did whatever. But that's why I said I don't fucking know.
you
I don't-
everybody-
Yeah, no, it was moving around. People knew. People
You
were
everybody's
talking.
cousin.
And yeah, that's what it gets
Oh
into.
shit.
My bad. I didn't mean to like segue into that
Nah,
side.
nah,
of it.
you
Like,
good,
I
you
wanted to
good.
say that before we got off of that part, though. Like,
That's fucking cool as shit.
Because now that you're back in Bristol,
That
though,
feels
now that
good.
you're back home,
Yeah. That shit is coming back. I mean, if I came back and I knew that, I probably wouldn't have been fucking, probably been a little different in my perspective. But I came back and I was like,
Time to go to work tomorrow,
nigga. No, it's I didn't work until because I quit Amazon. I was gonna start making like 60,000 there. Like the dude, it was crazy. The dude was training me. He was like, "Yo, like how long you gonna be here for? Because in like 6 months I can make you 60,000."
You what's area manager? Was that
I was
what you were
gonna
about to go for?
Yes, I was about to. an area manager.
Yeah. The sign-on bonus is nuts,
bro. They make bread.
Too. Like
so,
you get 20 racks up front just for taking the position.
Yo,
like,
and it was crazy.
But there's a 3-year stipulation. Like if you don't do good within that 3 years, you got to pay it all back.
Yeah.
God damn.
But I think the salary was something around there, and it was crazy because I was only there for 2 months. And then they moved me to because I was packing boxes, and then they moved me to a process assistant, which is somebody who kind of manages the area, and then they were going to train me. But I say all that to say, when he had, when I took the opportunity, I had to quit. So I didn't. Okay. So I had to come back to no job, right? And I actually didn't have a job until like that following September.
I don't know what you did, but the soundboard is gone.
I spilled a little bit of water.
Oh god!
On the keyboard?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh shit.
Like a little bit of water.
It's all good. It's all
the
good.
sauciness
I don't even
kicks
fucking use
in.
that thing. Since I bought it, that's kind of when I stopped producing. Oh shit! Oh shit! Why is it so fucking loud? Why is it so goddamn loud?
Nah, but my bad, bro. I totally cut you off.
I'm about to end this live because my phone about to die. Peace, guys.
You could probably plug.
Yeah, no. If you want this, if you want to stay live, you can use. Or no, you're using.
My I don't know if it's gonna stand though. How's it gonna stand?
I have. Yeah, so there's this. If you want to keep this.
Go ahead.
If you want to stay live for your peoples. I don't know if you have people up in there talking. If you
bro.
do, if there's
I'm
people
too drunk
in chat
to know.
too, you could talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nigga done went blind.
I was gonna say,
Yo,
like, we
I
usually
can't
try
really
to
see you,
communicate with
to be
people
honest
in
with
chat. You need glasses?
Hell yeah, I wear glasses all this fucking time.
I feel like I've already seen you with glasses like two
yes,
times.
yes, he does wear.
I do wear glasses. Like when I'm mixing, when we used to mix on the two screens, I needed glasses because I couldn't see them shits at all.
I think that's where I seen it because you posted a video when you guys were doing something.
Yeah.
Y'all were both in the studio.
You're like, who is that?
And I had my.
Now, I knew who the fuck. All right, hold on. All right, from that, off that, let's take that back all the way because I think shit is kind of fucking nuts. Like, so everybody that's working under trust right now and doing all like how the way we all came together. We've talked about it before a few times, and I think we've talked about it at the studio before a couple times.
Yeah.
What the fuck, like the way that we're all somehow tied together, like, but not really. You know what I mean? Like
Kind of weird, right?
It's weird as fuck. Like we all have connections to each other, and we all kind of like knew of each other in some way. And now we're all meeting under the same roof to do things, and then performing at the same stage at the same time on the same mic. Like
it's crazy.
Like
it's
how
really
the
crazy.
fuck? So I'm trying to think now.
You wanna know what's wild too? Remember when you first had sent me the song to do the feature on?
Yeah.
I did not know that was you. I didn't put two and two together.
You thought I was just like looking for a feature for somebody? And
yes, because in your picture I was looking and I'm like, I don't remember. Then who had told me? He's like, oh yeah, Jay. He was who the fuck was it? It was Noah. He was like, hey, we did the show with Siete, and at the end we did the
T Salon one.
Yeah. And then he was like, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. Damn. So then that made sense with me.
See, yo, I feel like T Salon was a turning point to bring all of us together.
It was.
That one event was huge to bring us all together.
I totally forgot
I looked
about
at the
that
picture because I'm tagged in that shit on someone's
that's
page.
That's my event. I don't
yeah, you put that shit together. I looked
that's
at the thing that we're tagged on. Somebody's got it posted. I think Noah's got it posted where we're all tagged individually, or maybe everyone does. But we're all in that shit. If you look back at that picture, there's only two people in that picture.
You were wearing orange?
I was wearing orange shorts and shoes or something, but I bought his orange shirt that night. So I had it over my shoulder, and then my cousin was next to me, and he had the shit on too.
Yep.
Dude, my brother performed at that shit.
Your brother did?
Yep.
See, bro, I don't know. Your brother's who's got it posted, and he's got everyone tagged in it. That's what it was. All right, so I was just looking at that shit the other day, and there's only two people in that picture that aren't a part of what we're doing today.
Who are the two?
Cousin?
Or three then. I count my cousin as being a part of my shit still, kind of sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Joey?
huh? Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Kinda. I mean, I don't. we're live.
Yeah.
Fucking. But nah. So it's the one who hosted it with like mad dope energy. She had the dreads and the fitted.
Versatile.
Poetic.
Yeah. So all right. So both verses then.
I'm a hold my thought.
both of them. They're together in the
Knock it
picture. We
off.
got verse and versatile. Both of them. Wait. What's up? What did I miss?
Nothing.
What I just
keep
missed?
going. Keep going.
What I just
Go
missed?
ahead.
Nothing. Keep going.
What I just missed? All right. Bet.
I'm gonna hold my thought because I'm a little smacked.
All right. Regardless, though. All right. So including my cousin, then there's 3 people
not
in there
funny
that
either.
aren't.
I'm sorry, Jay. My bad, yo. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you know what the fuck I'm thinking.
I do, nigga.
Right. Go ahead, Jay.
This
I'm sorry.
nigga
Keep
hates
going.
hosts, bro.
Nah. Yeah.
Oh no, I understand the host
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I see both sides
Do your
of it.
thing, bro.
Like I know how
I'm
you
sorry.
get about hosts. I know you're super passionate
Yeah.
about no hosts on
Yeah,
the show.
no. I think the host should be the DJ. But go ahead. No.
Yeah, no, I
go
feel
ahead.
you,
I'm
but
sorry. I
that was
apologize.
a different kind of setup. That was a different type of show. But so I was looking at that picture the other day, and I was looking at everybody in that shit, and I was like, damn, that's really all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's everybody that when we go to the meetings,
Mm-hmm.
all of us were there. And then there's those 3 people who aren't there now, but one of them actually was at the
Charles
beginning.
there? Did
No,
he perform?
Charles.
No, Charles
No,
was
Charles was there. Charles was there.
He didn't perform?
He
Yeah,
did perform.
He did perform.
He did
I was about to
perform.
say.
Charles did perform. There was a couple other people that performed that aren't in that picture too.
Yeah.
Which is fine because they don't relate to my thing. It would have made it
Donnie?
worse. Yeah.
Donnie
Yeah,
performed?
Donnie
wasn't-
performed.
yeah. But he dipped a little
Yeah,
bit.
Yeah, so that's why he
Right.
wasn't in that shit. But then you had Verse in that shit. You had
Yeah.
Versatile, I guess her name is. And then
Yeah.
you had my cousin in that shit. He
Yep.
popped up with me.
Yep.
I didn't even perform. I was just there. Like I think I asked you. I was like, "Is it cool if I'm even in this picture?" Like I didn't perform.
Yeah, you did. I
And
remember
then
that shit.
I was like, "Fuck it." Or you said, "Fuck it," though, and I was like, "All right, fuck it. I'm in here then."
That's
But
crazy.
so like that, I feel like was like a big turning point for everything because
Holy shit.
I think like other than I had talked to you a couple times, I talked to you that night about some stuff, and then I was like, "You ever do like a track where you beatbox the beat and then you rap on it?" And then you were like, "Yeah, I've done that before," and I was like, "All right, bet I want to do that shit." And then like I bought a drink, and then we didn't really talk for the rest of the night. Like it was just the show kind of happened.
Yeah, shit was going on.
Yeah.
Like we weren't there to like network with each other.
Right.
He invited me, and I pulled up. Like I
Right.
was like, "Yeah, I'm here."
Yeah, because that was a shit show, bro.
Bro, I fucked with it
Everything
heavy.
was.
I thought it was dope.
a-
It was the first thing I had gone to like in a while for that
horrendous.
type of shit.
That shit
So
was
But it
horrendous.
showed you how fucking how tricky like putting on events are, right? Them shit is fucking spooky, man.
it was a necessary
Shit's all
experience
spooky.
to have had at that
Yeah.
point. Then I mean,
The
because
fucking mic box was all the way at the fucking
Yeah.
top.
yeah, what was up with the
all that
top?
shit was-
I think that's what I was thinking of. Remember, I said like something about we were talking about a venue, and I was like, "Yo, up top."
It's like, yo,
I
it was.
that shit was
It was in the corner, and I
frustrating
remember
as
because
fuck.
I was just mixing it the whole time, like just to EQ people. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So,
That shit was garbage.
but so like that event though, fuck how
It was
good it
dope.
was, fuck how bad it was, fuck who was
I'm
there.
saying the setup for that was garbage.
Fuck who hosted it,
yeah,
or
yeah.
not fuck who hosted it, but
Nah,
fuck
nah,
that
I
there
know what
was
you
a
mean. I know what
host.
you mean. I know what you mean.
God, damn,
I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like
disrespect.
that. Nah, it wasn't even like that.
No more siempre
Shots
for you,
fired.
It's
nigga.
all good. I got a cup of it right here, motherfucker. So I think that shit's cool as fuck
This shit-
because like
this
that
shit
seems
getting
like
y'all
that
like
stands
that?
out as a point that tied shit to damn, that shit half gone. Almost. But then even going back further than that, I know I was bumping your shit for a while. What was the album you had that it was like I don't know the name of it. I can't tell you songs off of it. I'll just be straight up, but I remember what the cover looked like and it was like old film and like it was like
Oh,
in
I
a
was
good
stuck in a good
place.
place.
all right, so I was
yeah,
bumping
yeah.
that at work one
Oh,
day. So
shit,
that was
okay.
probably like 2017.
16, 17,
17.
somewhere around
It
there.
was something like that. I remember I was bumping that at work.
16.
I was working third shift and I was bumping that shit. And I remember listening to that. And then was it? And then I know your stuff I was already bumping from like SoundCloud and shit because your first thing that you put out, or the 21 Sales, when you put that shit out, I was listening to that one. And I had known you through somebody else. I don't even know how the fuck. I don't know
I don't
how
know.
I knew you at all.
I
Was it Instagram or something?
Probably.
Maybe.
I'm sure. You went
no,
to
it wasn't.
Eastern, right?
Huh?
You went to Eastern?
Yeah.
What
But I
year
went way. You younger than me, I think.
Wait, I think I'm
almost
older
the
than
same
everybody.
age.
What year?
Nah, you're not
I'm
older.
28. I'm 28.
Oh, all right, so we're the same age.
Did you go to? You went to Eastern?
Yeah.
He was chubbier in high school.
Apparently, bro. Apparently, I was. Like, I
because
posted some
remember
shit.
did you see the pictures he posted?
I did.
I posted
you
some
look
shit.
totally
The
different.
last one that you posted, I was like,
totally
that's the
different.
Sean I
That's
fucking
the
remember.
Sean that I was in high school.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
nigga,
That was
that's what I
my first.
fucking
So that one
remember,
was my
bro.
first performance at Lily's Pad with Jamil.
Oh,
we
shit.
both performed over there.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's how, because Jamil, you guys all did music with Jamil.
I never did
Yeah,
shit with him
yeah.
until. Oh yeah, I've done music with
Jamil
Jamil
did
though.
some-
I used to
and I think
engineer
I'm
some
sure
of his
that's
shit.
how. Yeah, that's how.
I used to pull up to his house with my
yes,
laptop.
that's why, because he was talking about
Me and Jamil used to chill all the time, bro.
Yeah,
We was hella close.
y'all's the collective, man.
Yeah.
But yes, that's fucking nuts though. That picture, that's kind of crazy.
Yo, I'm so happy I found it was on that computer down there. There's a laptop down there full of everything I've ever created up until I moved into this house, pretty much. And I'm so happy it's all still there because like that shit. I reference it a lot, but like the shit that's on there is crazy to be able to like look back on and shit. But so like I know that like I was listening to your shit when you dropped that one. Was there anything out before that one?
Before Stuck in a Good Place, I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was. I think before that was. It was called Student of the Game, but it was an EP.
That was the
no,
it was
but
like
it was
a chalkboard
before
and fucking
Educated
shit,
ignorance.
Educated. That's what it was. Educated
with the chalkboard
Ignorance.
and the classroom.
Yes,
and
that,
shit.
so it was.
I remember
That was
one
only
too.
2 tracks, right?
Hell
No, that was a project.
Well,
that
on
was
Spotify,
a
it's only
yeah,
two
because
tracks.
I couldn't
clear shit?
Yeah, I got scared. I'm
That's
not
why
gonna
I
hold
was
you.
confused.
I
I was
wrote
like,
that
I
then.
could have sworn this shit was longer than
That
2
shit was
tracks.
like 18 songs.
Yeah, no, that was
I
huge.
got scared because
So it's on SoundCloud though. Full?
Yeah, yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, the whole thing's up there.
So it was Educated Ignorance, you're right, and then it was Stuck in a Good Place, and then it was Before Year's End with the picture of me, and then it was a bunch of EPs after that. But
What was the one with you on the bridge? That was Price of Fame?
Yeah, that's my shit. That's that apparently is like the ghost that I have to chase. I feel like
That's your favorite
Yeah.
album?
kinda. Me personally, no, but like
No, what's your favorite album?
the
No,
last
fuck
one that,
performance
the last one
of
that
the
I put
album.
out.
It won't last.
It won't last forever?
Because it's the most recent, and I feel like it was the most personal one that I put out today. Like I feel like Price of Fame was cool, it was dope, but it was like after I came back from tour, so like I kind of had
to
the
go back
ideas.
into that shit.
Yeah, I kind of had the ideas, but I didn't fully have it. But people love the songs. I love performing Price of Fame, so that's
a dope
a song. Yeah, that's a song that I'll never stop doing. But flows, cadence, lyrics, it won't last forever. But every time I talk, people are like, "Yeah, man, that was such a great project. Like I like this one, but that one was
Bro, honestly, I agree with you, bro. It won't last forever.
Watching the
That
performance
just
too,
that
like,
first
you can tell
track
you fuck with
alone,
that
bro. I'm mad at you for rapping on that beat.
Oh, that beat?
I'm like, this motherfucker.
Which one?
No, yo,
Growing
that beat
Pains,
is
that shit is
hard.
Oh,
nigga.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, you rap on a beat like that again, and you don't feature me. I'm
Nah,
sucking.
but going forward, the
but that
next
shit is
project,
hard, bro.
I'm going to put everybody on that shit. But I had to do that because it was mad personal, bro. It was like,
No, I feel that.
going
I'm
through
just,
mad
I'm
shit.
kidding.
No, I know.
That's just
I
a
know.
compliment to like, yo,
Absolutely.
I really love. That's my favorite song.
Thank you. And that's heavy.
That one-
Appreciate
For
that.
real.
That one goes.
Drew was doing the ad-libs.
When you perform,
Who did the beat for
I
that
knew
shit?
it,
Drew's
bro.
doing the ad-libs
When
on
you
that shit.
performed that shit at the last show, I was hyped, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
that's. I'm gonna have to start opening.
That shit goes nuts.
that shit came out, I was like, let's go.
Yeah. I remember when you added that shit to the playlist and I started playing the
Nigga,
playlist. I was
Facts.
bumping that shit. So I was doing DoorDash at the time and I was
You
just
seen the
driving
playlist?
around.
Yeah, not
Ugly
recently.
Face on
no.
Ugly
Not
Face on
recently.
Spotify. That shit got like 157 likes right
Yes,
now.
It's the first
I've
song
seen
on
that
there,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
Growing Pains, even with the long ass intro.
Yeah. The whole shit.
I gotta get a version.
whatever-
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I gotta get a version where it's just a song because the fucking voicemails and shit is on. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
My
Yeah,
fault,
no.
man.
So yeah, when I was doing DoorDash and shit, I was driving around. And I remember bumping that song. So that was like what really
Song
put
was
me onto
hard.
everybody's music as like a collective, I guess. Because I really, before doing all this, when you made the Ugly Face, were we doing were we having meetings and all that already?
Probably not. I don't think so. Because you were talking about doing your playlist, but that was No, we were.
We
were, right? Like, we had
were.
just started,
Because
if
you,
anything.
Yeah, because you were saying I'm putting a playlist together with all the artists. Yeah.
So I hadn't heard really, like, I had listened to a couple songs for Noah, even though he's only got like fucking 5 anyway.
Yeah, but he has like 1,000.
I had listened to like 2. Wait, he's got what?
That dude has mad trash.
He's just sitting on. I hate when niggas sit on music too long. I start to get irritated.
I didn't know he had it like that.
He got a good. He got a good amount of music. I'm not gonna hold you.
At least I can't mix, so I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
He can mix his shit. He don't have no excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can mix, then he should just run up in there. He just needs the bike. That's what
I'm
it
just
is.
not satisfied with my shit.
Noah needs a bike. Hashtag Noah needs a bike. Join the Patreon to fund Noah's bike.
You want to know what's crazy though? I think if you do all right, so I'm gonna say this and then you can finish what you were saying, Jay. I apologize. Listen, if you do Banger in the Pyramids, if you put the song Banger in the Pyramids out and you let it sit for like a couple months, promote it, and then you perform it, I guarantee you people are gonna go crazy over that shit. There's a couple other ones. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I know all them songs. Any song that I mix, I know them shits like the back of my hand. I just don't know the name of that shit.
How does it go?
Fucking think of it.
How does it go?
I just know the beat is fucking crazy. I don't. Banger in the Pyramids is one. Origami maybe.
Oh, so you've heard shit I haven't heard yet. That's just crazy. That's just crazy.
Origami. Nigga, you have a lot. You just have a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. I'm sorry.
No, I think he was about to start spitting. Oh, me? Fuck
No. Yeah.
you go ahead.
Oh, all right. Yeah. No, I was just saying though, like the
Surprised you
playlist.
like that one like that.
You putting me onto the playlist or creating the playlist, I guess. I bumped that shit for hours. Like I probably put like a good 100 hours into that shit. The amount of time I was driving and just playing that shit, and then then I switched over from DoorDash into Lyft, and then people were fucking with it too. Like I'm talking deep into July because that playlist helped me promote the fucking Night of Trust show that we did at Unknown. So. That put me onto everybody's music heavy. Like I was already fucking with Mendez's music, and that's another thing too. So like Mendez, we talked about that before, but like
Extension of Trust, full circle. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I've been mixing Mendez's stuff since before.
Really?
I don't even know how long. I grew up down the street from Mendez. That's what I mean by connections
Full
go
circle, baby.
fucking
That's
deep.
crazy.
Full fucking circle.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, so on that laptop I have videos that I did for him. I got album covers, fucking shit that's probably not out there that you can't find. I could probably send him that shit and he'll be like, "Damn, that's wild."
Shit.
Music, everything.
Wow. So you know Saint then, I would assume. Sinclair, Saint.
No, so I only found out about, or not found out, I knew about him like in the background kind of. I never was fully
as an artist
nigga.
because he just started. Yeah.
I've always known,
But you've
because
known,
like I see like comments and likes and stuff, and then I'll link the two, and then
two go together.
look at his shit.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I know about him, but like we've never had contact.
Yeah. Okay. That's fucking.
But I know about people, and then like same thing with like Dustin and Dylan. So I know like Dylan's like with Mendez like heavy. So I was fucking with what you doing?
I got it for now.
All right, I'm just saying if you're holding it, it's on him.
No.
So fucking, I'm still on the connection thing in my head right now. Like
crazy.
So like going back to people outside of everything and all that, like we all fucked with different people that all still are relative to our circle right now. And now that we're all a collective at this point, it's just weird because like even like you get like my stepdad that went way back with like Sinis, like I could pull up music with
crazy.
that.
That's where it gets fucking
So
wild.
I went to the
That's kinda
studio
wild.
with
That's where it gets
Sinis
wild.
and
Tell that
my
piece, bro.
stepdad. All right, so I was probably like 10 or 11 or something. I'm telling you, bro. My stepdad came over to my house one day with FL Studio for my old ass computer, like an old ass PC. Like we're talking massive fucking screen tower shit. Like, well, that's a tower too, but whatever. And I had like FL Studio maybe like 5 or 6 or some shit, like the oldest version of that shit. So I'm just trying to make little beats here and there. I gave my brother the drum pad I had, but I got the keyboard over there that I was using and shit. And he was heavy into his production. He was making music. He had just signed a pretty good deal with like a group, and then he had shit out. But he was working with Sinis, and I went to the studio with them one time, and like my little ass, I'm there like trying to write raps and shit. Like, yo, I want to get up in the booth. Like, that shit would be so sick if I could get up in the booth. And I never did or anything, but like I sat there and watched them work on music together and shit. Like, I've been a part of that. Like, I remember when Sean Taylor died. I remember Sinis, or at least he was a Redskins fan or a Sean Taylor fan at the time. All right, yeah. So, see, I didn't even think about that until just now, but he was posting about that shit. Like, I remember shit that they were posting at the time. Like, I was really like fucking with them.
That's crazy.
And then I lived across the street from my stepdad, down the street from the studio, in that same like apartment area.
Yep.
And when I lived out there, I had just moved out. Like, I had just moved out of that shit. And he's like, oh, there's a studio down the street that my boy JC runs. And I was like, oh shit, that's cool as fuck. And then I heard from somebody, I can't even put a name to it, I can't even pretend to put a name to it, that you had a studio out there that you were working at. I was like, hold the fuck up. Like, that's the same shit. I wonder if that's the same one. And then one day, my stepdad was telling me, like, oh, you should come through to the studio. This dude's here, this dude Trey Tuck's here. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I know all of the people you're talking about.
That's fucking crazy.
And I don't know, like,
that
from being a child up to this point, like, I've been in the same fucking circle, like, in the background of it, but I've noticed everything that's going on, and I'm watching everybody come to fucking together from 20 years ago.
You might have seen, outside of probably Sinis and Stout, you've seen the whole formation.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why to me it stands out so fucking
right.
At the same time.
I'm the last person to just pull up, and that's because of you. And that's because we worked on a project. That's because we worked on a project.
Or no, well, that's you started getting up. I don't know what y'all were. He need to come through.
I don't know what y'all were talking about as far as that, but like,
I thought he was trying to keep you out the studio from doing heat.
No. It definitely wasn't that. It definitely wasn't
trying to start a beef.
Nah. We were just doing shit here. Like, I had asked him if he wanted to, or because. All right, so we were supposed to work on a music video a while ago for a song that I did on the album that came out on Christmas that was supposed to come out on my birthday, which is exactly 6 months before that. This whole fucking thing. And I never got to make that video happen. And then I hit him up again about another video. And then he came through. We talked about the video. We still need to do that video at some point. But then we did another video of mine, and then we worked on our own couple videos and shit. We did a project, and then he was like, yeah, I'm about to go to Trey's after this, and we're about to just... I don't even remember what you said you guys were about to do. But
the meeting, one of the trust meetings.
No, it was before the meetings. This is before the meeting started. It was the cypher night. It was when dude was on the drums. When dude was on the drums, and then y'all went live, and you were leaving here because we had just finished Supervillain. Or no, not Supervillain. We had finished one of our songs. It was nighttime.
That was the first time you've been down.
That was the first time I pulled up. So, and then JC was like, oh, hey, yo, that's JR Kid. What's good, bro?
Because on the way I mentioned, like, who's going to be there? I said Sinis, and that you were like,
I was like, Sinis? Yeah, that's my stepdad's boy. Like, I know Sinis. Like, I chill with Sinis when I was a little kid.
This is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
So, to me, this type of shit, like, even this happening right here is nuts to me. Because the only reason I even know him is, or not the only reason, maybe I would have found out about you eventually through you because of my stepdad, whatever the circumstances would have been. This was supposed to happen, and it is happening. But my boy Connor that lived a couple streets away from here when I used to live down the street from here beatboxed, and I was like, yeah, that shit's hard, bro. And he's like, yo, you got to hear Mike Garcia go in. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck
my
is
government on.
I'll bleep it out. I'll bleep it out after. Well, that's what he called you. That's what he called you. That's my fault. I'm gonna bleep it out in the post. I'm gonna bleep it out in post. But so he said that shit to me.
Holy
and I was like, oh, I gotta hear him beatbox. Like, you're pretty dope. I gotta hear him. And then I heard him over here buzz cut. Like, not even the same dude at all.
He didn't even have it, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have the dress. That's how I knew him.
Two on top, one on the side, baby. All the time.
Yeah. I used to get the same shit. I used to get the same shit.
The blowout every time. Yo, line my shit up so it look like I got a chin strap. Them niggas be
clean me up right here.
Niggas would draw that shit in and like,
give me that shoe polish real quick.
That shit had me like Dominican one time.
Yeah.
Before I had the beard. That nigga had me looking
Nigga, these motherfuckers are sorcerers, bro. I'm like, yo, I thought I didn't have facial hair. Now I got a whole chin strap up this bitch. Yeah, how the fuck you put hair where there wasn't no hair?
Yeah, y'all just fucking photoshopping my shit.
That's that Beijing, man.
Beijing, yo.
That's just the truth.
That's crazy. I didn't know that shit, bro.
But yeah, so then my boy was telling me to fucking fuck with him because of his beatbox, and then I heard about you beatbox, and then I followed you, and then I've just kind of been low key following everybody. Like I've been watching everybody do their shit, but I haven't included myself because like I never felt like that was like my shit, like to just hop in with everyone else and work with them.
Well, shit, welcome to the club, nigga. God damn, that's a crazy fucking
I'm happy
story.
To fucking, that shit is full. I could probably go a little bit deeper with it still. Technically, I'm not going to. Like, I'll save it for fucking next time Trey Tuck is here. Yeah, for the Patreon. Get up on the fucking Patreon.
The Patreon. Yo, that's nuts, bro.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
So I don't know from anyone else's perspective. Like I don't know if anyone else has that same type of connection shit. But like I've really been seeing everybody. So to go back to the playlist part, like that was the first time that I started fucking with a couple different people, like Charles and then Dante's music. I was like, oh, that's just dope. And then I heard a couple more of Ward's stuff. I know you got Indie in the playlist. I was listening to some of her stuff. Her stuff is dope, though. Finally added Mendez into it, and that was still his last two ads like 4 months ago. He's slacking on the playlist.
Mad artists in the world.
But yeah, so there's some dope people in there. Nixon's in there. I know you had just done his video for him.
Wow.
His shits go hard in there. But Nixon. I was really starting to listen to everyone, and then it like stuck in my head, and I was like, yo, like there's a reason that I should really be fucking with these people right now. Like this music is dope.
Yeah.
And then just to tie this shit back to
holy shit,
your song that's leading this shit all this Growing Pains, like that song is hard as fuck. That beat is hard as fuck. And I had already been listening to your stuff before that. I had listened to your project when you dropped it.
Damn.
I don't know.
Appreciate that, bro.
I just think the full circle aspect of it.
That's
no,
it's real.
Fucking, I don't know.
That's wild,
that's
bro.
Nuts.
And that see now I'm gonna start being even more irate in the meetings because like we gotta make this shit happen because that's crazy. That's a fucking crazy story, bro.
Yeah, I didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Like maybe to a lot of people, no. Like, oh, JR's here. But cool. See, like, nice to meet you, bro.
You want to know my perspective? Yeah. Is that Stout would always say, I have a my son. He does music. So he would always say that when we would be down there with him. And I would just be down there hanging out with him, my uncle, and Sinis and Chuck. So I didn't, you know, but I didn't make music.
This
while
nigga the chosen
there.
one, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, hold on. Let me run it back on Chuck real quick. We worked in the same place, and I was his boss for a little bit. And he was talking about doing music, and I was like, yo, bro, like, yeah, I do music crazy. Too. And then we started talking about music, and then fucking, he's like, yeah, I'm about to go to my boy Stress's house. And I was like, Stress? I was like, yo, my stepdad works with DJ Stress. And he's like, that's got to be the same dude. Like, there's no way there's two Stresses. And then he started putting two and two together, and he's like, yo.
Stress.
I was stressed, yeah. And then fucking, he's like, yeah, Stout, I know Stout. What are you talking about? And then it turned into this whole fucking thing and then, like, Chuck ties into other Chuck, and then, like, all this shit. But,
what
like,
the fuck, bro? This is weird.
I've known everybody for longer than I've been in meetings, and shit don't make sense. Like, shit's weird that, like, I'm just in here now.
Oh my god!
Part of it, I'm hyped for it. So,
oh my god!
I just appreciate all of y'all. But like, that's crazy.
It was written in the book of life. That shit was
crazy.
That shit is something wild to me that just still doesn't make sense in my head. How these pieces can all line up to the point of this podcast happening. You know what I mean?
I'm like, I don't know what to say. That's crazy, yo.
Like,
yo,
what the fuck? Know, that's wild, Jay. What the fuck?
Yo, why don't we play one of dude's songs?
I was gonna say we
just
got
to
shit
let him
on
know
deck.
what it's about.
Let's take a break to fucking reflect on
and then
our.
We'll get back to
crazy.
Where I mean we went off on the illest tangent, but we're gonna get back to what was it like to get back in Bristol, and why did you decide?
Damn, that's really.
And why did you decide? Yeah, and why did you decide to come back to Bristol? Because you didn't have to.
Yeah, I did. Oh, you're right. I didn't have to. True.
So
kind of not, but yeah.
But right now we about to drop some.
Came back because
Trey
he
Tuck.
was motherfucking winning. We about to play that one first.
Yeah.
I realized. All right, boom. I'm gonna hit that shit.
Being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it, no matter what. Go for it, not for anybody else.
Yeah.
But for yourself.
I was trying to get it. Brother used to push the 100 Civics, yeah. What's facts if you never lived it? No cap, I've been really winning, yeah. No cap, I've been really winning. Drop the pride and I drop the ceiling. New era, this a new beginning. Work hard, gotta trust the vision. Might hit the blunt cause my stress real high. Always been a savage, but I play the nice guy. Sit back, relax, I don't even know why. Dreams of the rich when I'm out in NY. Marriott every week to buy peace of mind. They don't know your struggles and I don't got the time to waste on these niggas, don't entertain hoes. That's how Tiger went and fucked up his stroke. Every rapper neck got my foot on their throat. Cliche to say, but I'm really the GOAT. Curry with shots if they really want smoke. Started with poverty, this a monopoly. Every time that I speak business, gon' follow me. Penmanship out of league, slow down. Don't fuck with niggas like Bobby V. Follow the money tree, slept in the palms. It's on my future like the palm read. Yeah, I'm good with the West like I'm Don C. So many chiefs on the priest if you ask me. Holmes run the game, these niggas got gangrene. Screaming dot mob, then we know she for the team. Watch how they been moving, never said thing. Watch how they been moving, never said thing. From the east to the west, know my name rings. Yeah, I was trying to get it. Brother used to push the 100 Civics, yeah. What's facts if you never lived it? No cap, I've been really winning, yeah. No cap, I've been really winning, yeah. Drop the pride and I drop the ceiling. New era, this a new beginning. Work hard, gotta trust the vision. Back to the music, that's all I ever wanted. Money in the bank, I will never flaunt it. Invested in myself, self-made, what you call it? Slave long nights, ain't sleep till the morning. Took a trip down south, 95, we was on it. Just a young nigga having dreams in the foreign. Couple bad bitches, hope they sing like Lauren. You can have anything in the world, steady scorching. Living out in suitcase, yeah. Had me all beat like blue phase, yeah. Saw the vision clear like a Blu-ray, yeah. Shed a few tears to get here, now I'm better than my peer. When I snap the poetry, emotion is so clear. Turn a 5-minute set to some shit you gotta hear. Did a showcase, now they pay me to appear. Stayed on track, never swerved, never veered. Question my character, born in America. Skin too black, so they probably fearing you. Built on lies that funded hysteria. Funds is superior, built it to tear it up. Instead of fearing us, Amazon burning up. Tell you the terrorists and turban is forming up. I don't believe it when they shooting Walmart up. Shopping the music till God say my timing up. Every day we grind from dawn to dusk. Living out a suitcase, yeah. Living out a suitcase, yeah. Had me all beat like blue phase, 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 yeah. I was trying to get it, Brother used to push the 100 Civics, yeah. What's facts if you never lived it? No cap, I've been really winning, yeah. No cap, I've been really winning. Drop the pride and I drop the ceiling. New era, this a new beginning. Work hard, gotta trust the vision.